Hello, it is day 93 on the Appalachian Trail. Whew. Another humid day. I am literally melting right now. Just finished the last hill on the roller coaster section of the AT. And so that is, I've exited the roller coaster. I survived the roller coaster. Also today, I exited Virginia at long last. And now I'm in West Virginia. And so that's a big deal. I always love to cross the state line, and it has been a while since I've done that. A long section through Virginia. But it's been a good day so far. Those two events took place. It did not rain last night, and it has not rained so far today, which I'm very thankful for. I'm pretty sure it rained the last 5 days in a row. It's a lot of rain. But last night it was nice, give my gear a little bit of time to dry out. It's been dry so far today, and I hope it stays that way. Today is Sunday, which means it's the weekend here, and whatever section I'm in, I know it's the roller coaster section, but wherever I'm at, there's been a lot of day hikers because it's the weekend and it's not raining. There's been a lot of day hikers, and usually what comes along with day hikers is some conversations. You know, they ask if I'm a thru hiker or where I'm headed, where I'm coming from. And so it's always fun to talk with some day hikers. Had these two guys this morning. They said, where are you coming from? Or where are you hiking from? Or something like that. I said, I'm coming from Georgia. And they go, they just looked at each other and they're like, oh yeah, they like high-fived each other and just kept on walking. It was weird. And then I've had some conversations with others and asking a bunch of questions about, you know, how long we've been on the trail and how long I'll still be on the trail and all that. So had some good interaction with some day hikers today, and it's always pleasant for me. I really think, I've thought this before, with me being a thru hiker out here and day hikers who are somewhat familiar with the AT, the way they respond to me, this is probably the closest I'll ever feel like being a celebrity. It's strange. It's weird. But it's fun. I enjoy talking to them and answering their questions. So, been a good day so far. Not sure how far I'll go today or what the plan is, but just trying to get as far as I can. Harper's Ferry is coming up, the town of Harper's Ferry in West Virginia, and so should be able to get in there tomorrow. So, but that's tomorrow, and we're gonna take one day at a time and see what today brings. But I know this is gonna be a good day. Now that I'm officially in West Virginia, it makes me think back to another great adventure I had in the state of West Virginia years ago. And that's whitewater rafting down the New River. Great time. My Uncle Tim had organized this trip for us to go down and go whitewater rafting through the New River Gorge. And there was a big bunch of a family went. I took a buddy with me. And man, was it fun. It was such a blast. I would love to do that again someday. But we whitewater rafted down the New River. And the New River is perfect for the big group of us who'd never been whitewater rafting before. There was big stretches of calm as you kind of get used to how the boat feels. And then the day starts out with some, class 1 rapids. You go through and you kind of get the feel of how everything works. And, there's another stretch of calm. Halfway through, we stopped and had lunch. We jumped off this big boulder into the river. And the story goes, if you voluntarily jump off of that rock and give yourself to the river, then the river won't pull you out of the boat later on in the day. So I did that, and I never fell out of the boat the rest of the day. Went down a section called the Swimmers Rapids, and that's where you get out of the boat and you go through the rapids. You're just floating through outside the boat. But then later on in the day, the second half of the day, you get into some bigger class 4, class 5 rapids, and man, it was just a blast. You go underneath the New River Gorge Bridge, which is I believe it's the biggest single arch bridge in the world, I believe. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it's huge nonetheless. And now that I'm back in West Virginia, I've just been thinking about that awesome trip, a whitewater rafting, and how I'd love to do it again. I've been lucky enough to have so many great adventures in my life, and just look forward to what adventures lies ahead too. So I'm wrapping things up for today. Got my tent set up back there, you can see it. Just outside of the David Lesser Memorial Shelter. Nice little camp spot. Every little camp spot has its, you can see it here. See? Has its own bench. Super, super nice. And so staying here for the night, hiked 13.8 miles today. Expect to make it into Harper's Ferry tomorrow, which is a big deal, and I'll talk more about Harper's Ferry once I'm there. Might take some extra time to rest there. It's the unofficial honorary midpoint of the Appalachian Trail Thru Hike. So, but I'll talk more about that later. But I made it in here tonight. Got my dinner eaten. Got my tent set up. Already mentioned that. Ready for a good night's rest. Finished the roller coaster section of the trail today. Also made it into across the state line and made it into the state of West Virginia today. So Virginia's behind me. Check another state off the list, which is always fun to do. And looking forward to a good night's rest, and then again getting into town, the town of Harper's Ferry tomorrow. Song of the day today. There's been several songs bounced around in my head, but I've narrowed it down to one. It was an easy choice. But the first song that's been bounced around my head is Roller Coaster of Love, the Red Hot Chili Peppers rendition of that, because I finished a roller coaster section of the trail. So that's been bounced around in my head. The other song is that's been going around is the John Denver song once again, Country Homes, or Country Road. The reason that's been going through my head is, of course, crossed over into West Virginia. But neither one of those are the official song of the day. The official song of the day today is it's a deep cut. Mentioned today is Sunday, my day of worship, and so this song has been going in my head all day long. It's a song by a guy named Kerry Livgren, and I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. But back in the day, he was in the band Kansas, and then he went off to do some solo stuff and some side projects. And one of his side projects was a band called AD. And the song by that band, AD, titled All Creation Sings, that is the song of the day. Because again, it's my day of worship, and out here, that's how I spend my time on a Sunday morning, is worshiping Him, worshiping God that way. So it's if you've never heard that song, which you probably haven't, it's got, if you're into 80s music, it's got that cool 80s vibe, that classic 80s sound. So I'd check it out sometime if you want to. Anyways, that's gonna do it for today. I'm gonna wrap it up, crawl in the tent, and get a good night's rest tonight. Looking forward to getting to the town of Harper's Ferry tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Appreciate y'all. I'm going to stop rambling. Get in there and get some sleep. God bless you. Happy trails to you. I'll see you back on trail tomorrow.